Welcome to my kitchen. We're making healthy choices. Because I've been wanting to try these desserts for one, and also, I don't know, cooking can be fun when you can do it with people, right? So I'm just going, like I showed you guys on my Instagram. I also posted it in the group yesterday too, but I'm just going to our app and pulling up our recipes for today. So I picked two desserts because they look delicious. One is a 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie, and the other is a date Snickers. So it's like a healthy chocolate bar, which I'm really excited to try. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the cookies just because they need to bake, and I probably need to preheat my oven, so let me do that. Alright, preheat the oven to 350. So as you can see, I'll screenshot it too, just so I have it when I go to the grocery store and everything, but if you pull up, can you see? How do we do? There we go. If you pull up the recipe, literally everything is right there. It tells you how long it takes to cook it, how many cookies it makes. But we're going to go ahead and start. Preheat the oven to 350. Line a baking sheet with baking paper. Parchment paper, which the internet just taught me means that it's parched. So I tried the whole crinkle it up and get it wet and spread it back out and put it on the pan. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll help keep the cookies a little moist. But like I said, this is a 3-ingredient cookie recipe, so you only need 3 ingredients. One is going to be almond flour, the other peanut butter, and then maple syrup for sweetener. So what I already did, just because I didn't want to waste too much time with y'all seeing me finick with all of my utensils, but this is my almond flour. I've already measured out my peanut butter, and my maple syrup. So I'm just going to use what's left of my maple syrup. And if you came to our lunchtime learning last week, or if you've seen it on our group page within the last couple of days, you'll see Brenna went over to kind of what to look for in ingredients. So like, for instance, for me, when I'm looking for a healthy peanut butter, I try to find a peanut butter that really only has peanut butter and maybe like sea salt in it, especially if I'm going to be using like a maple syrup. So for me, like an organic maple syrup for a sweetener. But giving you the exact measurements for this. So for the almond flour, you're just going to need a cup. Let me show you what I'm doing. We're just going to throw it all in a bowl really quick. Super easy recipe. So a cup of flour. Nope, just kidding. Half a cup of almond flour. Half a cup of almond flour. And then a cup of peanut butter. Just get all that in there. And it's about a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. I'm just, like I said, going to pour what I have left of what I have here. Just to sweeten her up a bit. And then you're just going to mix it until it forms a dough. Super easy. And you guys have all seen how peanut butter cookies are made, where they put your little fork slices in there. Just make sure I don't need anything else. Are you the type that has to constantly check that you're not messing up? Combine it until it forms a dough. So you can make it into balls. So this kind of feels like it's doughy enough where we'd be able to form some balls, right? Okay, so now I'm going to move my baking sheet over here. My peanut butter is a little bit softer than I'd like. I might throw some more flour in here just to make it a little more doughy, because my peanut butter is like an all-natural peanut butter, so it separates with the oil. And with that being said, my peanut butter is a little bit wetter than I'd like, so my dough is not forming balls. Yeah, a little more. Oh, that's way better. Actually, let me get a little bit of that out. Now that my dough has formed an actual dough, I'm gonna roll some little teaspoon-sized balls. They kind of like melt in your hand a little bit too, so I'm glad I added a little more flour. Go ahead and form some little balls, line your pan. This peanut butter is getting all over me. I'm just literally rolling it like, it's kind of messy, so I'm trying to stay over the bowl, but rolling it like a little ball. Well, that's kind of a big one. It's okay. We're measuring this part with our hearts. Oh, those last couple look good though. All right. Now that all my balls are on there, let me just wash all this off my hands. So now that they're little balls on my baking sheet, I'm just going to press them with the fork just to make those little indentations. So you just kind of go like one way and then the other to kind of flatten them out. And they won't rise much, so like if you see, you have a little more space too. Like some of these are a little smaller. But that's okay, that just means that I can make more. Yeah, some of these big ones look really good. Look at that one. Alright, now that our cookies are ready, we are just going to double check how long it needs to stay in the oven. My bad, I didn't mean to throw that bowl at you. Once again, just referencing my recipe. 10 to 12 minutes. We're going to shove those in there and move on to our next one. And I'll set a timer so I don't forget. For 10 minutes. Next. Well, that dough is good. Alright, next are these date Snickers. Like I said, these are the ones that I'm most excited for. So I bought dates that I get from like the farmer's market that have pits in them. And I also got dates just from the grocery store that were already pitted. And I'm going to go ahead and say the ones that are pitted, like, or the ones that have the pits in them, kind of were easier to like hit and then make like a little pocket with. Versus the ones that I bought that were already pitted and I kind of had to like peel them apart myself and they got a little messy. But it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it in chocolate anyway. So, point of that, it could be made either way. I got both just to kind of see what would be easier because I didn't want to have to pit a bunch of dates. But pitting the dates actually made an easier place to put everything. So you get your dates, you pit your dates, or you split your dates. So you have like a little pocket in there to fill with peanut butter. You don't have to get this bag. You could literally just do it with like a teaspoon or do it with like a plastic bag. I'm just extra and this was only $1.25, so I was like, yeah, that seems a lot easier. So let me go ahead and show you. We'll see if it's easier, I guess. So you'll just get in there and fill it with some peanut butter. Oh, listen, I'm no baker, so. Oh yeah. I mean, maybe it's just less messier. Nice. Nope, I feel like this is easier. Maybe get one. They're only $1. But like I said, some of these ones that were already pitted, I just have to reopen. Fill them with peanut butter. That just closed up again. Alright. That's a good one. You know what, you kind of want to have a little bit of peanut butter on top because we're also going to put crushed peanuts on it. And it's going to need something to hold on to. So maybe I'll go back and add more. This is actually kind of relaxing. I know it looks like I'm struggling, but I'm having a great time. Alright, last one. Ooh. Just make sure everybody's got some peanut butter on top. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Buy one of these pipette things. And if it ends up frustrating you, just throw it out because it was only $1. Or, like, learn the art of patience and learn a new skill, I don't know. Alright, next. Crushed peanuts. So I just took some peanuts from one of my jars of peanuts and put it in a bag. Smacked it, like, really lightly because you still want a little bit of, like, can you see? A little bit of peanut butter. You don't want it to go to, like, literal dust or peanut butter when you crush it up too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle those on top. Oh, yeah. Y'all, I'm getting excited. This doesn't have to be as tedious as I'm making it. I'm just being particular. This one needs a little bit. Keep that guy up. Oh. Alright, I just like to have a lot of nuts in my desserts, okay? Stay on there. Alright. Got your dates. They're filled with peanut butter. They're topped with peanuts. Now you're going to take, I've already got mine in here, but I'm going to heat it up again. You're going to take dark chocolate chips. I got a vegan version. It's like the Enjoy Life, so it's dairy-free, nut-free, all of the allergen-free. And then you just add a little bit of coconut oil, and you melt it. I'm going to put it in for like 30 seconds at a time, and then just start it when you grab a spoon. Putting the chocolate in the pipette bag might be nice too. I'm debating on if I want to toss it in and toss them and try to get them out and place them cleanly. These will then have to chill for a little bit just so they harden, and then we're going to try these. And our cookies will be done in about 4 minutes, so. And I have more. Pull this out. So like I said, this was 30 seconds. Just gonna pull it out and check on it and stir it. Like I said, because it's I mean, it pretty much melts the same. It doesn't really take too long. I'd say I wouldn't do it for more than 15 to 30 seconds at a time, but we gotta put that back in. See, like when it's warm and you're stirring it, it should melt itself, but it was only in there for 30 seconds, so we're going to do another 30. Clean up my mess. So that's about 20 seconds. Let's pull it out. Stir. We're getting somewhere. Maybe I just use a lot of chocolate chips. I'm definitely not going to use all this chocolate to cover the dates that I've got. We're going to put it in for the last 10 seconds. So I'm going to see if I have some soap on those. Brains. I even see if a date will fit in there. Maybe put the chocolate in there. Oh, that'll do it. So see, once you can kind of just stir it, it'll all melt itself. So like I mentioned, there's several different ways to do this. I have one of these like cookie cooling trays. I don't know what you would call that. That's what I was going to put the cookies on so that they can cool. So you can always put them on that and pour it over that and just catch the excess chocolate, or you can just pour it directly over them. You can dip them in here, roll them around, and gracefully get them back onto this tray. I think I'm going to see if they fit into these little brain molds that I have. And if they do, I'm just going to cover them in chocolate in there, because I need a lot of chocolate. You don't need this much. I just got a little excited. So let's see. They all fit? Oh, they fit too perfect. So I'm just going to add a little in each brain. I guess you kind of want the peanuts and the peanut butter to be on top, so I guess it also doesn't shove your dates in there. Oh my god, this is working so perfect. Hello? Wow, amazing. And then I'm just going to top it off with a little bit of chocolate too. And then I have these 3 over here still, so we'll see if I can make these. I don't care if it looks good, I'm still going to eat it. Oh, especially because I know what's in it. I mean, if it doesn't look good and I don't know what's in it, I might not eat it, but... Perfect. Just going to tap these. Sorry, computer. I don't remember where I got these exact molds. There's a very, very high chance it was Michael's. As you can tell by the majority of my decor in here. Very influenced by Halloween. Beautiful. Oh, I got a little messy, but that's okay. We'll put these in the fridge to chill. Gotta make room in your fridge for that. Maybe do that before you make them. That would have been a good prep. Alright, we're gonna get the cookies out. Come on. Come on. Those look great. Oh, they're still a little hot. So I'm just gonna take this whole thing, put it on that tray so it can cool off. And I'm gonna make more cookies because I have a bunch of dough. So if you want to hang out while I load another sheet and we can try this cookie with wonderful dough. I also did a pretty feral thing and got some Reese's makes a vegan Reese's Pieces now. So I got that, put it in the fridge so I can put some pieces on top of those cookies. Because you can't tell me that doesn't sound delicious. Not the healthiest, but I do know, and something you can do if you have any leftover peanut butter and chocolate, is make a recipe that was also posted on this page. I believe it was a few days ago, but it was a Reese's Pieces where they mixed peanut butter with a protein powder, put that in like a silicone mold like that, and then put chocolate on top, and then put it in the fridge. Put that on top of one of these cookies. I'm telling you. I'm so hyped. I haven't even tried it yet, but listen. Every time I try one of these recipes, it's good. And normally what I do is a way to kind of like challenge myself, if you want to watch me roll up some more dough. Something I do as a way to like challenge myself to eat better is I'll go on our recipe books. Every month a new one comes out, so I'll go and I'll look, and I'll pick one per week to try, just to add something new into my diet, especially because I'm always eating. Some people eat to like fuel their bodies, you know, and then some people eat for like taste. And I'm like, why can't you have both? You can. You just have to find the right balance. So, here we are. I'm so excited. I hope those Snickers come. They're gonna come out good. Who am I kidding? I enjoyed dates on their own, so the idea of tricking my brain into thinking that they're Snickers is almost delightful. It is delightful. I'm very excited. Alright. Fork these cookies. I'll get them in the oven for 10 minutes. I'm just scooping up what's left of the dough. Another thing I was looking into also is like maybe putting protein powder in these. We'll see how they taste before I start doctoring it at all, but get yourself a little protein cookie. Why not? Fork. Hear my fan in the background. The kitten just knocked it over. Sometimes the kitchen gets hot when you got the oven on. I had the dryer on and I had the dishwasher on. I turned it all off because it was noisy. I didn't really anticipate the fan. Like I said, this is all just so relaxing. Alright, pop these in the oven. Alright. I'll try one of these. These are pretty hot. Oh, they're still kind of hot. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, it looks so good. I don't want to wait. Oh, that kind of fell apart. That was my bed. I've got these new claws. That is really good though. You know what? Those are good. Man, put chocolate on that. I basically taste like a Reese's. These are like, I think mine fell apart. One, because I didn't let it cool. Two, because I have literal talons. And maybe because I did add too much flour, and it's supposed to have that texture. I mean, the recipe itself is half a cup of almond flour and a cup of peanut butter. And I probably did like equal parts of both. But they taste great. And I still have leftover peanut butter and chocolate to make more desserts and do wild things to these cookies, like drizzle them in chocolate and peanut butter. Well, no, those are good. 10 out of 10. Those dates might take a little longer. Oh yeah. Way longer, but I'll post it on here once I have them chilled, probably like in an hour, and show you guys how they look and how they taste. I'm gonna drizzle some chocolate on these cookies. Come on, man. Look at that. Oh, and my Reese's. You know how they do like the Hershey Kisses? I couldn't find vegan Hershey Kisses, so. Is that too big? The little dollop is cool too. Beep. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed cooking with me because I had a really good time. I'm very excited to try those Snickers. I'm very pleased with these cookies. And yeah, watch me attempt to cook or make mistakes or find tips and tricks so you don't have to fail the first time. So, you're welcome. But if you guys do try this recipe, let me know, comment below, or post a picture in our Facebook group. I think that's all I've got today. I'm just going to wait on those things to cool and then I'm eating one. But Thank you guys so much for coming. Like I said, comment below if there's any recipes that you want to see that are on the recipe book or recipe pack. Comment that below too. Let us know if you try any of them. Post those on our group page too, because they're all really good. We've got a plant-based one and we have just like a omnivorous, so for you non-vegans who eat all of the things. But yeah, it's a really good resource because it helps you find not only like healthy alternatives, so healthy alternative to cookies, but it also gives you the ideas like healthy alternatives to chocolate as ways you can like kind of combine these things and make new meals and not have everything be so rice and chicken. And you know, like once you find your macros and the macros really work for you, you kind of stick to it because it feels safe because it works all the time. But eventually you get bored and sometimes you'll fall off because you're just wanting to try something different. This is a good way to kind of dabble and test some new things. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, comment below if you try it or post it on our group so that we can see how yours came out and if it came out better if you follow the actual recipe, if you throw more flour in like I do. But, okay, thanks. Bye.